Hola, mis amigas. Have you ever wondered why some people radiate this amazing confidence, almost like if they have a secret sauce? Well, let me tell you, they do, and it's called authenticity. That's why today I want to share three very unexpected tips on how to just lead very powerfully. Is that even a word? And very bold, just as your Latina heritage. And I'm gonna tell you, these tips are just as flavorful as your abuela's cooking, okay? And make sure that you stay until the end because I'm also gonna be sharing some of the normal classic tips, but with a twist. That way, after you listen to them, you'll be saying, esto era lo que yo necesitaba escuchar ahora mismo. So, are you ready to spice up your confidence recipe? Let's dive in. Tip number one, número uno, and it's embracing the art of storytelling. And do you want to know the good news? That is one of our superpowers. In our culture, most of us, that's how we communicate through stories. So why not embracing one of our superpowers to best connect, to best articulate your value, to best help? And this is a watch out for many of us when we go to a setting that is not the norm for us. Sometimes we try to imitate what we see around, and we see the corporate lingo and the way people are articulating and projecting themselves, and we say, maybe we should be like that. This is whenever I said, no, be you, communicate the best way that is natural to you. You don't have to imitate others because your energy is going to be into something that is not natural to you. So you're not going to be at your best. So this is why just be very, very powerful and very proud of the best way that you can communicate through storytelling. And this is also very powerful because it's the best way you can connect. Imagine that you say, hey, Jennie, tell me about your career journey. I can say, well, I started as a process engineer, then I went as a quality engineer, then I did Six Sigma black belt, then I was an operations leader. Too boring. But what if I tell you, I have had the blessing of having many cross-functional opportunities in engineering, quality, and operations. You want to know what was my favorite role? This was the role when I was a site head at a site in Kansas City. And let me tell you what, you're not going to believe what happened the first day. And you can go and cover them through a journey. Now, the watch out is that sometimes we love to talk and go through all these journeys and roller coasters, and then we miss the point. So yes, use the art of storytelling, but in a concise way. You're still bringing people with you, but you're also making your point. So that is tip numero uno. And hey, as you're sharing all these stories, why not sharing your story? That way people get to know you. Be very proud of it. I'm telling you, many of us have built a lot of our skills and strengths because of our journey. I'm telling you, I built resilience when I moved to the United States from Puerto Rico. Why not sharing that story? And that's your story. So you're going to tell it at its best. And that way people can connect with you and they can best get to know you. Unexpected tip número dos. Prepare like if you're preparing your most amazing dish. ¿Qué? Ya estás loca, Jennie. Why are you talking about dish and cooking and all of that here? And I'm telling you, I myself, I don't like to cook a lot, but when I cook, it's delicious. And part of it is because it's something that I have learned from my mom or my grandma. And over the years, I have done it even better, putting a little bit of my sazon, right, on my secret ingredient. That's what I'm talking about. When you show up as your best self. And this is something that is not static because every year, actually every month, if you're very intentionally, you continue to grow into a better version of yourself. So this is why if you are operating from your best, from your most authentic self, that's whenever you do your best work. So for example, what are you wearing? What colors do you like to dress on that you feel very, very confident? What accessories? What's the makeup? A lot of people say, oh, you always wear like pink and red lipstick. Yes, that makes me feel like me. And I'm happy, I'm at my best, I'm confident. So this is what I'm saying, prepare. Like if you're preparing your best dish, if you're going to a very important meeting, do your homework. And in advance, make sure that you know, okay, what's the best value that I can add in this conversation? What is the outcome that I would like out of this meeting? And you prepare and you know, okay, I can bring all of these experiences that are very unique to me. I can bring the Latino perspective if that's the case and if that's relevant to the conversation. I can bring the energy that I bring into every meeting, All of these things that are really unique to you, prepare. And in advance, you know exactly how are you going to show up as your best self. Number three, dance as your confidence ritual. And you're probably saying, okay, I'm telling you, these were unexpected, not the normal thing you find out there. But there is something with music that is very unique and special to us. And there is a way that sometimes music makes us shine, makes us feel confident, makes us feel happy, joyful, so many emotions. And maybe you're saying, Nena, yo tengo dos pies izquierdos. I have two left foot, I don't dance. Okay, but I'm sure you like to jam to your favorite music. So even as silly as it sounds, I have a playlist that is all about boosting confidence before I do a keynote, before I do a coaching, before I go to an important meeting, before I do these videos. I want to be at a really, really high peak state and in a way that I can show up as my best self. So what is your playlist? Tell me. I would like, you know what, put it in the comments because I may need more new songs for my playlist. So make sure that you either dance or get pumped up with your favorite playlist before an important meeting or event. And here are the bonus 2 tips. Make sure you speak your truth. When you are thinking about, I should say this because maybe they will approve if I say this. Maybe if I say this, they will not be mad at me. Maybe if I say this, I get a promotion. Maybe if I say, imagine if all of those thoughts are in your head, trying to satisfy everybody and nobody. Really speak your truth. Who do you want to help? Who do you want to connect with? What's the value you want to add? What's the outcome you want? And speak your truth. And you know what? When you come from your own truth, that's whenever confidence goes up because it's your truth, nobody else's. So make sure you speak your own truth. And when you do that, that's whenever you can impact at your best. I want to share a quick example. There was one time, not that long time ago, that I went for an interview for this big executive role at another company. And they said something about what is your biggest challenge? And then I started talking about how to be a woman, especially a Latina leader in a field that is very heavily dominated by men. And the person who I was interviewing with, he interrupted me. And he said, oh, no, don't give me that fluffy stuff that everybody's saying right now because you know, all the companies have really embraced having women in the field and there's been a lot of progress and that's not a problem anymore. Yes, I am not making this up, believe it or not. And I'm telling you, this was perhaps maybe 4 years ago, so not that long time ago. You and I know that there's still a lot of improvement and opportunities in that area. And I said, I want to respectfully disagree with you. And this guy was like a senior VP or president or whatever division I was supposed to be working on. And if I would have said, if I do not speak my truth right now, and I just say, yes, sir, you're right, because I think that if I say that he's going to hire me, then I won't be really honest to me, right? And not only to me, if I don't speak my truth, I'm not helping change what it needs to be changed out there. And I say, I have to respectfully disagree with you. And this has been my personal experience, and I actually share my truth. Guess what? He went from a person that thought he was on this power position in the whole interview to be the biggest fan. He at the end, he said, wow, thank you for correcting me. I didn't realize that has been the experience still out there in the workplace, and you helped me learn something new. He offered me the job right away. I ended up not taking it. But this is the power whenever you speak your truth. Not only confidence opens, but the impact you have is much more significant. All right, and the last tip for today is just build a community for support. Nobody does it alone. And whenever you see other Latina, powerful, even the community of Latinas together, we want to see each other succeed. So by nature, we're going to be helping each other. So make sure that you are surrounded by people that are helping you. They are cheering on you. They want to see you succeed. And you continue to learn from each other and get stronger together. As you can tell, I truly love to talk about this and many other concepts on how to help you Any ideas that you have, any reactions, any other tips that you have, make sure you put it in the comments so we can all learn from each other. And I cannot wait to see you. Make sure that you follow, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this with your community, because that's the magic of all of us learning from each other, elevating each other, and growing stronger together. Until then, remember to be the best you, because that's whenever you do your best work.